It's
Podcast warriors, say the flame to shout. Make America great, tell them what it's about. Facts over feelings, cutting through the noise. Fighting woke mobs and the kids with toys. They spew their lies, they spreading hate. Lips BS ain't gonna seal our fate. No nonsense here, just straight to the point. Truth to ammo in this battleground joint. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night.
Hey, it's To The Point with Mike, Leo, and Vince.
Hey, what's up, guys? Mike, Vince, how's it going, guys?
How's it going?
You know,
What episode is it?
this is episode 103.
Three,
Yeah,
I think.
I believe so.
That's
I
it.
believe so, yeah. And it's January 28th, 2025. And that means we've been in office for 8 days. Man, a lot of things have happened, Mike. Should we just jump right into it and get right to the point?
Yeah.
What
do
you got?
No, what do you got?
You know, I'm just saying, listen,
Yeah.
so all these people that are saying that these Hispanics and stuff like that being deported, yeah, they are. I'm not going to lie. They are being deported. They are knocking on people's doors. They are doing all this stuff, but they're doing this stuff to the criminals, to the
Right.
people that have criminal history. They have all this other stuff going on with their lives that already been
members.
tagged, already been in the system. They already know where you live. They already know everything about you. That's how they're getting to you.
Yeah, I saw.
That's how they're going to you.
I saw somebody post
know?
a picture of like, a Spanish family, and
Right.
it says, "This is what the media wants you to think
Right.
Trump's sending
Yeah,
back."
absolutely. You know,
But then
it's just-
below it shows what he's really sending, the people that are being arrested. And
Right.
they're
right.
they're
just think,
criminals.
so just think about all these criminals, all these thousands and hundreds of criminals. It's going to take months. It's going to take years to get everyone out of here. You know how many people there is in here?
Well,
I think it was like 11 trillion or 11 billion.
and I think the key
and
to
it's just-
Leo though is it's going to force the good people that deserve to stay here. It's going
Okay.
to force them to start the process and become legal.
Listen, just stay
Did you
put.
see the video of Selena
put-
Gomez
my thing is-
crying though?
Yeah.
my thing
Like
is,
she's crying for rapists and murderers, and these are, I mean,
They're
you
people you
cross
do not want.
illegally. I don't know what's going on with the.
They're people you don't
network's
want
Facebook
here. I
page,
mean, okay, if you feel so sad for them, why don't you put them up in your place?
it's not just that, but it's like these people have already been, the government already knows who they are. Like I said, they already know who they are. They've been tagged. So if you're not a criminal, besides being here or not being able to be here, just keep doing your normal thing that you do every single day, man. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. Just keep doing your thing. Don't go. That doesn't mean you need to go out there and start doing things you ain't supposed to be doing. Don't go out there drinking and driving. Don't go out there murdering. Don't go out there
And
robbing.
wouldn't you
go out
suggest
there and doing
start
all
the
these things.
process, of becoming a legal citizen?
Well, I mean, you should have started the process. Some people
Right.
have already started, or maybe or maybe you can't start a process because of whatever reasons. That's why I'm saying just stay low key. Keep doing what you're
Yeah,
doing.
he's not
You're
coming.
not doing it right.
He's not coming for families that are,
No, man,
working
like,
and doing,
you know,
living
I'm just
living a
gonna-
good life.
Listen, I'm just gonna say this in Spanish because there's this guy in this media channel in Spanish. It's called Telemundo. It's Jorge Ramos is what his name is, and he just gives all these people this bad information. It's just like he's the only guy that's given the information, so he's just gonna give you what he wants to give you. He's not gonna give you anything else. He's just gonna give you what he wants to give
That's
you.
why you can't listen.
Go out, go watch something else.
You can't
Look at
listen to one
something else.
person's opinion. You got to
Right.
listen to multiple.
Like, come on, man. Like, he's
sources.
not the only one out there giving you a message or giving you whatever you want to hear. I'm here. I'm your fucking Jorge Ramos. Like, shit, man. Like, come on, man. Like, listen and read. Don't let them fool you. I went to high school. I don't have no education or anything like that. I just do my own thing. It is what it is, Mike. Like, shit. Like, I read. I look at the news. I'll be like, no, you're lying to me, or no, this is not right, or whatever, So I look it up.
So maybe
It is what it is. I'm your Jorge Ramos here in Fellsmere, Shit.
maybe we need another hour worth of content debunking some of his clips.
Yeah, maybe.
We can do that, right?
I need to start. I'm gonna see.
You got-
I don't follow him because he's not my guy. You know, he's not my
But-
news.
But that's what
but maybe I need to start
everybody.
following, see
That's what
he's
everybody
saying.
in the community listens to, right?
I know, but maybe I need to start following him. That way I know what he's putting out there and be like, okay, well, this is what he's saying, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking.
Right. No, that, yeah, that
You
would
know, and then
definitely
we
be
can
good.
compare it and see what.
Well,
you know,
let's
that's a good idea.
let's do an hour worth of clip. We'll do an hour. We'll put
see. We'll find
yeah.
find something.
we'll put together some you know, a little bit of content
Yeah, for
debunking
sure.
some of his
I'll
clips.
find some
you
what
know.
he's got out there.
Yeah, you can make a show out of that. Like,
Oh, yeah, for
a
sure.
regular thing, like you
Yeah, for
said.
sure.
This
But,
is
like,
where
it's-
the community only knows this source.
This source, you know, like
So-
it's like he's. I grew up listening to this guy. I grew up believing this guy. You know, because that's all we listened to. That's all we had at the. You know, that was all the news. This was the newest guy up and coming, and the newest reporter that was live at the time and knew what he was talking about, and the only Hispanic on the TV. Well, guess what? I'm your new Hispanic on the TV, you know. But it's just like I grew up listening to this guy giving me bad information, you know,
Right.
because that's all he wanted. He just wanted to give out his information. Well, I also have information. Everybody else has their own input, not just what you say. You know, that's how I take it. Like, I'm done. I'm out. It's toxic. Rah, rah. You know, like, like just annoying, because it's like there's so much information out there that people don't take the effort to do the research or read a little bit. Nah, I'm just gonna turn on Jorge Ramos at 7:00 at night every day and just let him tell me what he has to tell me. That's it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm done. See ya.
So, I mean, like you said, there's a lot going on
Oh, yeah.
between the mass deportations. You're seeing it in Miami, Boston, New York, all across the southern border. Trump's deploying the military, and he's saying enough is enough.
Right.
I'm telling you, we keep on this path. Within the next 3 years, I think we can start to see that national debt clock slow down, if not start to turn back. I'm not saying we'll ever see it in the green. I don't have
Right.
it pulled up now either, but you know, with all these tariffs, you know, and then what, you know, he's not at the World Economic Forum, but when he zoomed in, he was calling out all these big bankers, and he was pretty much telling them America is back. You know, America is going to be rich again. Here is a clip. I believe this is the World Economic Forum. Maybe not, but let's take a look.
And more powerful than ever before. Do you know the United States in 1870 to 1913, all tariffs, and that was the richest period in the history of the United States, relatively speaking. In other words, relatively. And they set up the Great Tariff Commission of 1887, and this commission had one function: what to do with all the money that we took in. It was so enormous that they had no idea. It was a blue ribbon committee. It was set up 1887, and what to do with all of the money that we had. And again, Teddy Roosevelt was a beneficiary, because when McKinley was killed, he took over this vast sum of money, and he did all of those national parks and all of the other things. And I'm not knocking him, but he was given a vast amount of money. And that was all made through tariffs. We had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. Does that make sense, right?
External Revenue Service. He's going to start the External Revenue Service.
It only makes sense. You know, I mean, it's obvious they want us to be subjects of the kingdom, you know, and
Right.
somebody like Trump's coming in saying, no, like, we're going to empower the people. And that's odd coming from somebody of that class. So, you know, he's a hero. Damien from Jersey Shore on Patriot Prayer Network said, make sure you click on that like button. Thanks, Damien. I can't see the screen
So,
very well.
Off
right now.
topic just a little bit, but does anybody else, when you watch Trump speak, in the back of your head, do you almost worry? Like, I still worry he's going to get shot.
Yes.
Like, I still worry that this is going to happen
Yes.
while he's president at some
They're
point.
going to try, if they're not actively. I'm sure they are, because, I mean, today he's talking about, we're going to build us an Iron Dome. We've been funding the Iron Dome for Israel
Right.
this whole time. why aren't we funding an Iron Dome for America? You know, because
Hey,
it's
Mike,
only a
so-
matter of
right.
time
So let me
before
give
they
you
start lobbing missiles.
right. So
over
let me
here.
give you some news. This guy retired already from news. He's a Mexican news
Oh, well,
journalist.
there goes that content.
Yeah. I know. Well, see how I don't follow him and I
Yeah,
don't listen
that's
to him,
good.
and that he
Yeah.
already retired, man. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, it'd be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? Like if there was no more income tax. I mean, that,
Oh,
I mean, obviously,
Yeah, it'd be nice.
So
That
how would
doesn't
that work
mean-
though?
well, I mean, they
You
would
were-
make up for it locally with
The tariffs, which
yeah,
would come in to replace it, and that's what the ERS would be, external, meaning that he's collecting money from outside the country, and he wants to
now
fully,
there could
fully
be other
replace the
sales
IRS.
tax.
Hopefully,
Yeah. There could be sales tax and stuff like that, which is applied
Right.
locally, but there could be
Okay,
like
so
federal sales tax, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. I think they could stand to make more money off the ERS than the IRS,
well, yeah,
what is the
I think
ERS?
so.
the
External
external
revenue
revenue service
service.
that he's forming to
which is
collect the money from these
tariffs,
foreign
the
countries.
tariffs and
Yeah.
taxes that he's going to
So
put on.
say anything that says made in China that will have a tariff.
Yeah. So if it costs $2 to bring in here and there's 100% tariff, it's going to
Now,
cost them $2 just to bring it here.
the short term, the
Oh,
short
so
term,
then it would cost them. Hold on, I'm sorry to
Mhm.
interrupt you. So it would cost them a total of $4 to ship it here and to make it.
Yeah.
right?
Made
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shipped.
It would cost them 100%. Like they
Right,
have to
right.
pay.
So the short term downside
So-
of that is something you're buying for $5. Now you might pay 7, but in the long term, what it's going to do is the companies here in America
And where?
will be able
Where?
to make
One more
that
time,
same
Vincent.
product
Vince,
just
one more
as
time.
cheap. America,
There we go.
American made, baby. Just like all of us. So eventually they'll start wanting to manufacture the goods here, because if they can make it for $5 here and sell it for $5, but if they can only make it for $5 there, then they got to sell it for 7. And then they can make more money
Right.
selling it here. That's what he's trying to set up, so that it's going to bring back the automotive industry here.
So we will see more things that say made in the made in America, made in the USA.
That's
Hopefully.
that's
Yeah.
the end goal. I mean, it's going to take.
I would
be-
prefer to buy.
You
something,
should hopefully start seeing that more towards the end
I
of
would
this
prefer.
term.
I would prefer to buy something that says made in America,
Me
Um,
too.
Yeah,
made in
me
the
too.
USA. Doesn't
Yeah.
even have to say
Yep.
made in America.
Made in America.
Made in America, but it can say made in the USA.
Does it
Yeah.
ever bother you when, like, if you buy something that says
It
made in
does.
China,
It does bother me.
but even more so if it's like something that you would maybe
Could-
put in your mouth or something like that, like
All the time.
like
Everything's
silverware
made in
that was
China.
made in China or something.
Everything is made in China.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
their
like then you-
standards and their expectations are different for what they sell and make for their homeland compared to what they put out. Even their, and it depends on what you consider like their homeland. China's huge, but it's all of it's not China. But I don't trust any of it coming from China now. And all the drones with the Chinese software, because they're made with Chinese software. They just recently, the one manufacturer turned off the geofencing, which means there's like a virtual force field for radio controlled devices that, let's say you can't fly it over a no-fly zone like an airport.
Right.
Your drone would just
Veer off
veer
of that
off
path.
or crash. So they eliminated that software in their latest update, and so essentially,
Right.
you can go
You're-
unfazed. So it's kind of odd at the whole
Opening-
time.
Opening up attacks, terrorists, maybe.
I
the
don't
possibility.
know. You know what? This is going to kill me, and I'm going to look for it when we play one of these other videos. But there's a video of, can't think of her name, the new press secretary, and Trump released information about the drones. What do we got here? We got a comment from Damon. We had a conversation on X Space about born citizenship. What do you guys think about removing that from the Constitution? Where did it go?
Born citizenship.
Yeah, the birthright citizenship. What do you think about removing it from the Constitution? My
Well,
personal stance was illegal, no. On a work visa, trying the legal way, yes. So like if you're here on a legal visa and you give birth,
So see, I kind of consider myself one of those babies because both of my parents
Yeah.
were in here illegal at the time when I was born, right? So I was born, but I was born here in Vero Beach, where we do our podcast here in Indian River County. If you guys want to know where we're at, we're stationed down in Florida, down south, Vero Beach.
The address is no.
No, I'm not gonna get into
Come
details,
on
but
over.
I'm just saying, you know, like so then that makes me an American citizen, right?
Right.
yes.
And
That's
that's the way
born
it's always been.
Right. That's always been like that, right?
And I'm all for
Okay,
it staying that
but-
way.
Okay, but eventually my parents became residents here,
Right.
right? So they did something to not just be here to be here, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they were
Like-
they were working to be here legally.
So they actually were trying to live that dream.
Right.
You know, that everybody wants to live that dream. You guys got me on the good page because I'm fucking hot now.
And
You
there's
know?
nothing wrong
So,
with that American dream.
There-
Come
there-
here
there
and
is
become
nothing
legal.
wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it.
No, absolutely not.
You know, but just don't say, okay, once I crossed the border or once I came here, I'm done.
Right. You still got to do your part.
You still, not just because you're here means you're done. No, you're not done. There's still more work to be done.
Leah,
You
what do you
came to America to work.
what do you
I'm a
think?
Mexican. I'm gonna work.
What do you think the main problem is? Because you would think they would be proud to become a citizen. Is it just that they don't know how? They don't know where to start?
I think it's pride, Vince. To be honest with you, it's
Yeah.
pride. They have too much pride. They
'Cause-
want they.
Because you could become a
they-
citizen, you can still go back.
I'm gonna speak for
It's
the
not like you can't go back.
Vince, I don't care how they look at me whenever they see me. I'm gonna speak for the people. I'm gonna speak for the Hispanic people.
Right.
You know, people want more. They see things as more of as a value. They prefer to spend their money on a vehicle
Mhm.
than something to lift them up in life. Look, I'm talking shit and now shit's fucking flopping everywhere. You know, my bad. But
yeah, I'm just
but-
trying
but
to
you-
like.
you see
I
what I'm
just
saying?
want to
Like,
know
like,
what
just
the
don't-
main thing is. So you think it's more pride than anything?
I think it's more pride. Like they just feel like, okay, I'm here. Like I can
And-
do and say what I want to and leave and come as I can. But it's like, you
Is it like a
can't,
pride thing? Like they don't want to say, "No, I'm still a Mexican. I don't want to
Yes.
say I'm American."
Yes,
Just a pride thing.
yes, just the pride thing.
Yeah.
You know. But then there again, you know,
you're
like
still Mexican.
I don't know. I saw a
Yes.
lot of
My
videos.
my
yes.
family came originally from Italy, and we were always considered Italian American.
right,
And a lot of my family would fly Italian American flags.
right,
You know, they'd put where it's like half American flag and half the Italian flag.
right. Like I'm not saying I don't like these people. I'm just saying like it's like, okay, if you cross the border, but then also try to succeed, like do something else than just
Yeah,
okay,
well,
I crossed the border.
look,
Okay, cross the border.
Don't cross the border.
Okay, don't.
But-
Okay, but I'm just
but-
saying if you did, or if you
I sure hope you're trying to be legal, or
Right,
trying to be a
right.
good.
or try to do
Because
something.
I
to,
know people are dying to get to a better place
right.
from where they're at.
And
But
that's fine.
just it.
but do
There's
it
a right
legally.
way and there's a wrong
Right.
And
way.
there's a wrong way. Like
you know,
I'm just
life
saying,
or death. I get it. Why people are climbing over the wall or digging
Right.
tunnels.
Right.
Damn,
Right.
I hope they sure freaking try to. And a lot of them
So-
do.
so
a
I'll
lot
give-
of them do. They
right.
immediately go to get in the system,
Right.
Because they know they're going to get a court date, and that's why they started freaking out when Trump signed the executive order on day one, where it immediately shut down that CBP1 or CB1 app,
so-
and it just like it stopped them from being able to get a court date
Right.
immediately.
So
which-
I'll tell you what, I like that, right? Because it's like I'm gonna give you an example. I have a family member that's been here for plenty of years, right?
Mhm.
And he would die. He would do whatever he needs to do to get what he needs to get a social security card, to get just a driving license. That's all he cares for.
Mhm.
Just give me a driving license so I could just drive around without fear. You know what I'm saying? When there's other people coming in, say tomorrow, I'm like getting the goosebumps because it's like real shit. You know, it's like there's people coming across the border, say tomorrow, and then they all of a sudden have a citizenship. All of a sudden they have a paycheck. All of a sudden they have a cell phone. All of a sudden they have everything. You know, like it's not fair because there's people that's been here for so many years that will die and do whatever they need to do to get this stuff. But then there's other people that just come and go as they wish. But you know, those are the people that Trump is saying, hey, enough is enough, man. I'm gonna stop this shit because it's done, it's over with, man. Like enough is enough.
Yeah,
Let's take care of the people. Let's take care of the people that are here
and I get
now.
I got enough problems right now.
Right. Let's take care of the people that are here
like,
now. Let's see if we can help the people that are here now.
I'm not crying over rapists, murderers. I mean,
No,
they're all like,
not.
if you come here illegally, you're a criminal already.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're targeting that level 1 criminal immigrant yet. I think they're going after the ones who have a criminal record,
trafficking drugs here.
We know where they're at. They've been picked up by local PDs and let go because they're sanctuary cities. We're going after known, like, active, violent criminals and offenders that are here illegally first. If their family is here illegally with them or whatever, I mean, I think they're putting them on the plane with them.
Right. So my other thing is, okay, I try to put my feet in everybody's shoes, but sometimes my foot could be a little bit too big. My mom always told me that
Watch out, you might get athlete's foot.
I know. My mom always told me that I had a bad mouth and then my mouth would always get me in trouble. But it is what it is, you know. It's because I speak the truth, man. I let people know how I feel, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So say I live in Mexico, right, Mike? I moved to Mexico and all of a sudden say, hey Vince, hey Mike, there's a couple houses over here you guys can buy. Right? You guys buy the houses. All of a sudden, you plant your American flag right in front of the house in Mexico. How do you think that Mexican's going to feel?
We're probably putting a target on our back.
You're probably not going to see the next week.
But why?
You're right, because it's not America.
But you can come here and do that.
Yeah, you can be American, or you can be, and that's what it's funny. Like, it's almost scary to be an American anywhere outside of America right now.
But why?
Right. I don't know, man. People, it's the image.
They are okay coming here and doing what they want to do, and then
it's horrible because
we have to adapt. We have to give them what they want. We have. Okay, well, why can't I go there and do what I want to go do? Why can I go there and sell cocaine? Why can I go over there and be a stripper and be okay with it?
Let me see what Damien.
You know, like it's like, come on, man. Like it work. It's got to work both ways. It's not just give.
Right.
Like there has to come a time where it's like, okay, man, like hasta aquí.
So Damien says most people are against it,
but
against all of it, no matter what. I wasn't.
Oh.
Are you? What do you mean against any type of birthright citizenship? My argument here, he says, damn, I can't see shit. My argument was more of a feeling that you are a part of where you are born, and if you're contributing and trying to do the right. Yeah, I think he's on the same page. If you're trying to do the right thing, I mean, if you get on that track, yeah, but if you get picked up beforehand, man, I don't think you were that determined. No. So I think we're kind of on the same page. Like, yeah, I think we need a reset as far as immigration goes. We need to get shit under control, and we were supposed to do that after 9/11 when they supposedly feared us into giving up away all of our rights with the Patriot Act. You thought that would have been a given, but obviously not. So yeah, I mean, amongst other executive orders, we can move right along. The DEI initiatives and the transgender enlistment, military members
did you also
kicked out.
You also hear the transgender men to women that are in prison. He's ordered them all. They all have to go to a male prison
in federal prisons. Good. Yeah, I mean, he can only control federal. So when you see these whack ass Democrats crying on X about, oh, how would you like it if when Biden came in, he fired the people investigating him when he was vice president? I'm like, I would expect him to. These people work for him now.
Right.
He is arbiter of the federal government. He can fire everybody except the vice president.
These are people that were
in his federal government.
These are people that were trained to hate him, to want to get him, and now he's working for him. So yeah, of course, I'd fire him too, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I think anybody in that situation would do that. You were just trying to throw me in jail for the rest of my life. You're not working for me.
No, you gotta go. Like, you tried to get me fired. You're trying to, like you said, you got to go. Here is Ben and Jerry's. You know Ben and Jerry's ice cream?
Oh yeah, they got pretty good ice cream.
Yeah. Let's
What's up?
take a
What's
look.
going
I mean,
on?
look at me, Mike. I've heard of every ice cream there probably is.
What they got
Stick
going
to
on?
ice cream. Not gonna lie, we get this one a lot.
Yeah, we're in the ice cream business, but we've always been about much more than just ice cream. We use our power, our privilege, our platform, and our relationship with our fans to advocate for progressive social change. So no, we're not just going to stick to ice cream.
And we're never gonna stop trying to dismantle white supremacy, end the climate crisis, or fight for our democracy.
And no, we're not going to stop fighting laws that restrict trans rights, ban books, and roll back abortion protections.
Caring about that stuff, doing something about it, and supporting communities who've been directly impacted by it is part of our DNA, and it has been since we opened up our first scoop shop in Burlington, Vermont back in 1978.
Ben and Jerry were two best friends who love making ice cream. But for them, the only reason to be in business was to do business differently.
Whether we're working with activists in St. Louis to close a racist and inhumane jail, or working to restore the right to vote for people who were formerly incarcerated in Florida, or turning up a delicious new flavor in support of refugee rights in the UK, being an activist company is who we are.
And we know our fans wouldn't want it any other way. Because while we love making the best possible ice cream in the best possible way, the world needs more than just great ice cream.
We don't pretend to always know the answers, but we partner with and take the lead from activists and allies who do. And we hope you'll join us in taking action to support them. That's just who we are and who we've been for 45 years, and that's why we'll never.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, that's Ben and Jerry's. They're definitely woke. They're not backing down from
Well,
it.
I'll be
They're
eating
doubling down.
Bluebell going forward. No more Ben and
Hey,
Jerry's.
listen. At the end of the day, man, what is one little? I mean,
They fund a lot of those marches. We talked
Yeah.
about the bricks. A lot of the money they put out there to these activist groups
that's them.
are going to pallets of bricks.
Well, they better be
You know,
careful
Molotov
because
cocktails. I'm sorry, I'm not making it. Like,
they better be
yeah,
careful. You
yeah.
saw what happened to Bud Light when they came
it
out.
hasn't had this. This isn't new.
No,
This isn't new for Ben and Jerry's. They've doubled down right on it.
Chick-fil-A is like
I want to
that too,
share
isn't it?
this because
Like Chick-fil-A is like that too, isn't it?
they're supposed to be Christian, but supposedly the CEO is woke.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Well,
don't.
it's
They
okay.
don't like push it on people though. As far as I,
But
not
he's
that
like
I'm
that
aware
too,
of.
though, right? They woke like that.
What's that?
Chick-fil-A and Ben and Jerry's, right? You said Ben and Jerry's is woke like that, right?
Yeah,
That's
Hold on,
crazy.
I'm trying to look for something here.
What if
This
somebody else
is-
comes in and like de-wokes them?
What,
Turns it
like a
around.
CEO?
Yeah,
Mhm.
might get shot. Didn't
I
see
hate.
that.
Sometimes I hate to find out about companies or like celebrities
Yeah,
that I like, and then you find out their point of view on things, and it's like,
right.
There we go. This is Al Sharpton.
then you're just done with them.
This is Al Sharpton leading a march into
Cool.
Al
Awesome.
Sharpton, Black Act.
Yeah, Costco.
Yes,
Let me see.
because as Walmart and Target and all these companies are backing down from their DEI initiatives,
What does that mean?
Costco's doubling down. The diversity, equity, inclusion hires. So not hiring based on merit, but hiring based on demographics. You know, race, sexual
Got
orientation,
to meet a
shit
quota.
like that. So this is Al Sharpton, Reverend Al Sharpton, black activist, civil rights activist, he calls himself.
So Costco says they're not gonna.
That's pretty loud.
Costco says they don't care if you're the best person for the job, Leo.
They're not gonna.
You're not
hire
the right color.
I don't
That's
know
not what
this
we're
one.
looking for right now. We're trying to meet a quota.
There he is.
Oh, I know who that is. That's the boxer, isn't he?
No, he
No.
used to. No, he used to. Yeah, he's involved in all that crap. He used to-
He's been at boxing events and like.
Or
uh,
UCF fights or something like that.
You're thinking of Don King.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I think the Reverend's been involved.
So Costco's trying to say we don't care.
No, they let this happen. You know,
Why'd they let that happen?
I don't know, because they're playing to the woke ideology. I mean, Nothing could get us to cancel our Costco membership faster than seeing this disgusting display of anti-Trump, anti-white, and pro-DEI. So sick of Al Sharpton scamming the black community and promoting racial divide. Yeah, this has all got to do with Costco. Here, look, here's more comments about people dropping their Costco. Like, I mean, what do you do if you drop your, like, first of all, I'm surprised this, at first when I saw this, I thought this was a march on a membership grocery store, as if it was like inherently racist because you have to have a membership, because I'm sure that's been thrown out there, and we all know a little bit about, you know, membership grocery stores. But yeah, this was Costco. I mean, this was trending on Twitter
Makes me glad I don't
This
work
was-
there, because that would be kind of,
yesterday or day before.
you know, I don't know. I'd have a hard time continuing to work for a
So
company
a lot
that
of people,
was
right?
like very forward and being woke like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I could work for Ben and Jerry's or Costco right now, or any company like that.
So
I
a lot
would-
of
I would have
people.
a
So a lot
problem
of
with that.
people are leaving
Yeah.
Costco. So a lot of people are leaving Costco then, huh?
But you'd be surprised.
I mean,
A
they're
lot
going to
of the
gain some people
companies-
too from some
Yeah.
of the woke people, but
Right.
I think they're going to lose more than they gain.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're just trying to get their point
Okay,
across.
we got a comment from Dale or
up?
Jim. I'm pretty sure it's Dale. He said F Ben and Jerry's
Yep.
ice cream anyways. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know who buys that shit.
I haven't had Ben and Jerry's in a long time, and,
Um,
but now moving forward, if I see Ben and Jerry's somewhere, I ain't buying it.
yeah. Damon said, I can't. Leo, can you see that?
Where?
Damon's comment right here.
Nope.
Oh my God. Perfect topic.
We're all blind. I have glasses, and I'm still
perfect
blind.
topic. Guess what? I would love to ask Al Sharpton the question: if he believes that voter ID is racist, why do you need ID to get a Costco membership? Yeah, well, supposedly he bought, I think, I don't know. He said he bought $125 Costco gift cards. I'm sure Al Sharpton did not buy $125 gift cards. This man hasn't bought a damn thing out of his own pocket, you know, ever, probably.
I want to see when his membership started.
Beat me to it. Yep. Support your local grocery store. That's right. We're going to run an ad real quick, help pay the bills for the network. If I can see the damn screen, we'll be back in just a
They're
minute.
threatening to turn the lights off again.
Welcome to the Patriots Prayer Welcome to the Patriots Prayer Network. Here, we don't just play to your feelings. We're rooted in honesty, and our foundation is based on Christian values, conservative beliefs, and a no-holds-barred approach. So, if your feelings clash with reality, it's not reality that needs adjusting. Are you ready to be part of a movement that challenges the official narratives, confronts the overwhelming tide of misinformation, and calls out wrongdoing wherever we find it? If so, you're in the right place. See, truth is our compass, and God is our only judge. Right and wrong mean more to us here at the Patriots Prayer Network than right and left do, and a complacent blind acceptance of the status quo will not be found here. We do not believe things are this bad in our country merely by accident. So, we investigate and dive deep into each episode and tackle pressing issues head on. Many podcasts claim they are unfiltered, but we mean it here. Go to thepatriotsprayernetwork.com.
Since the beginning of time, all living creatures rely on the sun's source of natural light to grow and to help promote overall wellness. We are all light beings. The patches are all natural and drug-free that uses the body's own natural light to help promote general health and wellness. How it works. Simply place the patch on specific points on your body and where the patch is placed on your skin. It reflects back into the body when it's tapped into its own flow of natural energy, which in turn creates the GHK-Cu copper peptide, which rejuvenates your cells and gives you a more younger, healthier you.
I
You
think
know,
I'll use some miracle healing
Oh
therapy.
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, my back is killing me today. But all I gotta say is one more thing, Mike. I don't want people to get it wrong. I don't like Trump. You know, you guys know that I don't like Trump.
Yeah.
He's a fucking prick, man. He's like the biggest bully there is. But hey, that's what sometimes
I don't
we
think he's.
but listen,
I mean,
he's not a bully. I just look at it.
He's got leverage.
Mike,
Right.
You would
I
use it.
listen. I can understand why people don't like his personality. I
Yeah.
totally get why he rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
he rubs me
but-
the wrong way.
But you're
I don't
smart
like the
enough.
guy, like,
you're
listen
smart
to
enough
him.
to see what about him, Leo.
Biden rub you the wrong
I-
way too.
Yeah, but I like his way of thinking.
You're smart enough to see that what he does,
What he's
works.
doing it works, and it brings in money for everyone.
So speaking
You
of,
know, he's not
speaking
a
of
god.
the bully, though, here I've got 2 clips here from when Trump was like, "Okay, I'm going to Carolina. I'm going to California, North
Right.
Carolina, and California." Here we go.
Vámonos.
Also be signed an executive order to begin the process of fundamentally reforming and overhauling FEMA, or maybe getting rid of FEMA. I think, frankly, FEMA is not good.
Goodbye.
I think when you have a problem like this, I think you want to go and, whether it's a Democrat or Republican governor, you want to use your state to fix it and not waste time calling FEMA. And then FEMA gets here and they don't know the area. They've never been to the area. And they want to give you rules that you've never heard about. They want to bring people that aren't as good as the people you already have. And FEMA's turned out to be a disaster. And you could go back a long way. You could go back to Louisiana. You could go back to some of the things that took place in Texas. It turns out to be the state that ends up doing the work. It just complicates it. I think we're going to recommend that FEMA go away. And we pay directly. We pay a percentage to the state. But the state should fix it.
Yeah. So if you're in anywhere disaster-stricken
Right.
part of the continental U.S., you know that FEMA sometimes plays a huge part in getting lives back together and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's been a failure. It was a failure here back in 2004 when we got
It-
hit with multiple hurricanes back to back.
It's
And,
done some good in the past, but it's
It temporary good.
yeah.
It might
it's-
throw a freaking blue tarp on your roof that has one leak, but guess
Right.
what? They just put 1,000 freaking nails in your roof and shut your whole roof.
right.
You know, so
About the
they,
best
they
thing-
came in and they
About-
tried to do good with
Yeah,
crews.
about the
but
best thing they ever
most
did.
of them, I know because I was in construction in 2004. A lot of the crews working for FEMA were not documented immigrants
Right.
because when we tried to hire some, we couldn't.
Yeah. The
So-
only good that I remember them ever doing was some people that lost total house, like everything was gone. They would bring in some temporary housing for them. But
Don't get me wrong.
They
I know
don't-
guys to build businesses.
right, a lot of
with
money
from FEMA.
a lot of money is being stolen through FEMA.
Yeah.
It's where our money's not going where it's supposed to. The majority
It's going
of
in
it.
somebody else's pocket. Same thing
Exactly.
with insurance companies. Same thing think about it, Mike. Like we pay thousands of dollars in fucking insurance every month. That's
And
not.
you don't get any of it
that's-
back,
that's
even when
just-
you don't use it.
That's just one person. Now think about thousands and millions of people that got to
Well,
pay.
yeah, not
Same
thousands a month.
I got
One-
a
No,
second
but
clip.
still.
Let's play the second clip.
Shit.
Mr. President, if I can just defend FEMA a little bit.
Yeah.
They brought thousands of people in.
Okay.
I don't know how they're doing in other states. They're doing a good job for us here. They've got a huge center that's open from 9 in the morning till 8 at night. But also, when you have a disaster this size, you need to be able to deploy thousands of people, which they've been able to do. Now, California, if we did it on our own, maybe we'd have thousands of people.
You do.
But if Rhode Island has a Palisades disaster,
I don't know.
are they then supposed to keep?
How many people do you have in California? 36. How many million? How many million people do you have?
Every
You have 40 million people. You're not going to get a few thousand people. The problem with FEMA is they come from all over the country. They end up in arguments with your people from California because they want to do it a totally different way. And
They're getting
I can live either way, but you haven't gotten very much done with FEMA and all you have to do is look at North Carolina. It's one of the great disasters of all time.
And Mr. President, you can't have Rhode Island maintain a staff of thousands and thousands of people waiting to see if they have a disaster.
You know who came in and fixed North Carolina or the process? Other states, people from all over the country came. And you have the same thing. You have a lot of people from all over the country. Getting the people is not a problem. Getting the organization's a big problem. FEMA's incompetently run, and it costs about 3 times more than it should cost.
I'm hoping
we
that
can
you can
spend
get a
money
better
on
run.
schools instead of giving money to bureaucracy. It takes you so much longer.
President,
I thank you
Show me
so
the
much,
money,
FEMA.
money.
for helping our people.
FEMA has a standard, Brad, and I'm a builder. I was a very good builder. FEMA has a standard that's so slow.
Show me
They
the money,
want
Daddy.
permit on permit on permit, and then they want permits on top of that.
Yeah.
If you use FEMA, you'll be here for a long time.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is get the city, get the state to give you immediate
shitty state.
24-hour permits. These people are going to build their own homes. They're going to get them built fast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How many of the people, could I ask you one question? How many of the people, what are people going to do for financing? What are people going to do? How many people can build a home, a percentage-wise, like where they don't have to go out and get funds? Some people are just not going to be able to rebuild their home because they have a beautiful home, but they don't have cash.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
For shizzle, my
it's
nizzle.
a lot of bureaucracy. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
I-
You know,
I
but
wanted
he's
to get
right.
through those
He's
'cause we
right
got
though.
some-
It's like FEMA. Now, if you were on top of your game and every state you went to, you were treating them exactly the same way and had treatment for everything and everybody and move the way you need to move. You know, when they say, "Hey, I'm FEMA. We're here to build. We're here to help out." Not, "Hey, we're FEMA.
We're taking over. We're gonna fuck up what you've already started.
No, this is what they do. We're FEMA. We know you guys need help, but we need volunteers to help out with the help. What?
Yeah, we're just here to tell
How
you
does
what to
that
do.
make
Is basically all
sense?
they want to do.
How does that? Tell me how that makes sense when FEMA goes to these places that are natural disaster and then asking for the help from the people that are in the disaster.
Maybe Barron knows. Maybe Barron knows.
Barron Trump.
Okay, guys, I think I know what Barron says to Biden and to Melania. So when he leans into Biden here, he says, "It's on." Okay? And then when he goes up to Melania,
I don't think he
she
said
says, "Try to be nice."
that. Now that I believe she might have said.
See? And he says, "Okay."
And then he gives them the
But she doesn't really know what he had said to him. And then he
Oh,
turns
maybe you
back
might
and
be
looks
right.
back at Biden.
You look nice.
That-
I think what he told him
I
was,
love Biden's face after that. It's just like I keep saying I want to know what he said. I want to know what he said. I don't think she's right.
I think
that's
you know what he
said.
told him. To be honest with you, he probably leaned in and told him, "Game over.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Game over,
Enjoy
man.
retirement.
Hey, we got your flag."
I'm surprised we haven't seen a million memes of like jokes of what he said.
Right.
Like I can't believe that hasn't.
Listen,
just taken
listen. I
off.
do have a message from a Hispanic community. Listen, my heart goes out to you guys. That's it. That's all.
Easy.
To who? What?
He's doing what Elon.
I'm just saying, listen,
Elon
from
thing.
the heart.
Listen,
Easy.
I'm just telling my Hispanic
Flicker.
community that, hey, my heart goes out to you guys.
We're not Nazis, all right? Just because he went like that. That doesn't make us a
Definitely not
Nazi.
Nazis.
That's how. But see how these people think, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they try to tear you down however they can. That's the sad thing in America right now. I think that's one of the saddest things
Yeah,
about
it
our
is.
country right now. It's like
You're ready to
everybody's
criticize,
there
man.
to tear you down.
Right. So
It's-
I got
It's
I
kind of
don't-
it's sad.
I'm not going to cut you off, but I want to make sure we don't run out of time. Before I play the next clip of our new press secretary, I want to make sure if you're watching at home or in whatever on your phone, make sure you follow us on the Patriot Prayer Network on Rumble, X, Facebook, YouTube, To The Point. Follow us on everything. You can follow us and you can follow Patriot Prayer Network. We stream live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And we do a thing also called the Board Report. We'd like you to check it out at IndianRiverConnections.com. That's our gig back home. And it serves as a good inspiration for that. And we're looking forward to supporting Warrior Shield, which I thought I had the video in here, but I don't. I will get it in here because I want to play it before we leave. But anyways, we'll be supporting the Warrior Shield Foundation and whatnot come September. We hope to be there. We hope to be streaming, not just To The Point podcast, but I'd like to bring Indian River Connections along, which includes John and Joanne and maybe, Eddie and them guys, but all Patriots. And It's for a good cause. Check them out. They help support other foundations that take care of veterans and first responders and whatnot. So I will post the links and whatnot. When I get a video up, I will play it. I thought I had it loaded already, but I was wrong. Anyways, I don't know her name. I can't think of it right offhand, but the new Leo, what's her name?
Can you who?
I don't know her name. The new press secretary.
I can't remember.
Anyways, she's pretty good. Here's a clip of her talking about when someone asked her about the price of eggs, still not going down yet after 8 days.
Thanks, Caroline. Just real quick, you mentioned the inflation executive order the president signed, but egg prices have skyrocketed since President Trump took office. So what specifically is he doing to lower those costs?
Really glad you brought this up, because there is a lot of reporting out there that is putting the onus on this White House for the increased cost of eggs. I would like to point out to each and every one of you that in 2024, when Joe Biden was in the Oval Office, or upstairs in the residence sleeping, I'm not so sure, egg prices increased 65% in this country. We also have seen the cost of everything, not just eggs. Bacon, groceries, gasoline have increased because of the inflationary policies of the last administration. As far as the egg shortage, what's also contributing to that is that the Biden administration and the Department of Agriculture directed the mass killing of more than 100 million chickens, which has led to a lack of chicken supply in this country, therefore a lack of egg supply, which is leading to the shortage.
She ain't playing around.
No, she's
Those
not
are
messing
shit.
around. Huh? Yeah, for
She
sure.
gave an update on the drones too. Let's hear it. Let's get that one out of the way.
And before I turn to questions, I do have news directly from the President of the United States that was just shared with
America.
me in the Oval Office. From President Trump directly, an update on the New Jersey drones. After research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons. Many of these drones were also hobbyists, recreational, and private individuals that enjoy flying drones. In time, it got worse due to curiosity. This was not the enemy. A statement from the President of the United States to start this briefing with some news. And with that, I will turn it over to.
Yeah. So, and there's the drones. So it was. Our government did know about it.
Of
but
course
they didn't
That's all
say
you
a
have to
damn
say.
thing. Right. But
Of course they did.
That's
Say
all
it.
you have to say, though. Like, why?
But they
did have to
wanted you
go-
to speculate. They wanted you to.
just say, "Hey, it's us, the government. We're doing
It's a
some
distraction.
doing something that we got to do, and that's it."
While they're
Okay,
destroying
perfect.
documents and stuff that incriminated themselves, they wanted it to be a distraction, so you weren't talking about that.
That's sad.
They're destroying documents,
Yeah.
you know, while before Trump took office.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So back to the Warrior Shield Foundation. It is still freaking uploading. It is September 5th, 6th, and 7th, and it's in Orlando. Check it out. The website, I don't have it still, and the video is still not loading. I don't know what's going on with the internet tonight. But anyways,
Starlink, huh?
yeah, keep updated on that. Make sure you follow Dale and Jim on Two Guys One Coop. Also, they put I mean, they're paving the way for us. You know, they're bringing us along, so we're grateful. We don't know what to expect yet, but we will, you know, like we do, we'll bring our gear and whatever. We'll set up, man. We can, you know,
Even if we set up from the hotel room, we'll set up from the
well,
hotel room. It is what it
yeah,
is.
either way.
For sure.
We're happy to be included and we're happy to
Vince, you
help
down, right,
promote it.
Vince?
So
Yeah.
All right.
anyways, what else do I have here?
My spouse doesn't want to come, then you come with me, Vince.
Yeah.
But you gotta get your own room on.
You gotta
Well, I'm
get
about
your-
to say I ain't sharing rooms with you.
right.
Come on, man.
I've heard you snore before.
And fart.
You're sitting in his truck.
There we go. What do we got here? We got Damon. They wanted us to look somewhere else while they didn't hide what they were doing. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I know,
who-
that's exactly it's a
yeah.
distraction.
Who were the
Distraction.
people who were the ones doing the research? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Were we paying them to do the research, or was it us doing the research? Damon, you're from New Jersey. You're pretty close to the situation, and you've been doing some interviews with candidates for governor of New Jersey. So I don't have the links for that either, but we'll be posting that out there. You okay,
Mike, I look over here and Leo's got a filter on his phone. He had a bow on his head. And I'm looking at him like
he's trying to.
I turned it around and I'm like, wait a minute, what
He's
just
trying
happened?
to get. He's trying
you
to
see that, Vince? I was like, wait a minute.
He's trying to
I
put
was
a
like, what just
filter out
happened?
over there. He's trying to put a filter over there. It makes his eyes look a little wider.
I was like,
anyways, check us out, anyriverconnections.com. Let me.
yeah, for sure.
Here's our guys right here at TGI Now podcast. That's what you hear in the background, but they're live right now. Also, they're affiliates and friends at Indian River Connections, who produces our podcast, and we do other things too. So
they're showing some Caps.
Yeah, they
stuff.
gotta have a food sponsor.
Caps Pizza here
Yeah.
in Vero Beach. If you're in the area, can't beat them.
But anyways, every Tuesday, take a look. You know, we're streaming live on Patriot Prayer Network at 8 p.m. On Fridays, we do this thing called Board Report at 7 p.m. You can find that on IndianRiverConnections.com or Indian River Connections channels across and all the platforms. It's kind of a local thing, but it covers like school board and city council issues that are actually, if you don't believe it, go to one of your local meetings. This shit's happening in every freaking board across America. So without pushback, it overflows, so you can't catch up with it. So take a look at it. It's pretty cool. I think you should do it where you're from too. So anyways, that's all I got. You guys got anything?
No, I think that's it, Mike.
I think that's it, man.
Read.
We're cutting it off a little early, but I'm good. You guys good?
Yeah,
good.
All right, we'll see you next Tuesday. I think we have
for
somebody coming up
104
next.
next
So yeah, stay in touch with us. Follow us on X. I don't know why I can't freaking speak tonight. But anything else I'm forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Don't forget to go listen to Taylor Swift.
What the hell happened over there?
So, all right, guys.
All right.
Hey, we're out.
All right. Peace.
Later.
Podcast warriors, say the afraid to shout. Make America great, tell them what it's about. Facts over feelings, cutting through the noise. Fighting woke mobs and the canceled toys. They spew their lies, they spreading hate. Let's BS ain't gonna seal our fate. No nonsense here, just straight to the point. Truce to ammo in this battleground joint. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night. Fight the woke mob, cancel their crying. Truth on the mic while they keep lying. They wanna cancel, they wanna control, but we got the truth, we breaking the mold. Speak your mind, don't let them bind. Words cut through, sharper than a sword of kind. Senses just fall, no filter to stop. Voices rise up from the bottom to top. Feelings don't matter when the truth's laid bare. No nonsense, come at us if you dare. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night. Fight the woke mob, cancel their